Good evening. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Dad Cave channel. How y'all doing tonight? Woo. Boy, I don't know about you, but it was a rough Monday. All right. And as always, don't forget to smash that like button for me and let me know down in the comments where you guys are watching from. I'll tell you, it feels like it's been a minute since I've done a live stream, even though it was just last Monday. And I apologize that there was no real notice on this one. Um, had tons of stuff going on lately. Completely forgot to actually create the stream a couple days before so I could go and post it and promote it for everybody to see. So little slacking on that, but hey, I'm back. Um, yeah, it's been busy, very busy. Hey Natalie, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Just getting started. You haven't missed anything. It I was just saying that it feels like it today felt like a Monday for sure. It was just one of those days where it was like you're just counting down the time, but then at the same time you were like kind of wondering like, should I not go to work today? But no, I did. I went to work. So brainstorm, good to see you. Glad you made it. Thanks for coming in. And Cindy, thank you for stopping by as well. I do appreciate it. Happy Monday, folks. How was your guys' Monday today? And do me a favor, let me know in the comments if the audio is okay. Should be good. I went back to my original setup. I didn't cheap out this time, so my wife agrees, and apparently so does Natalie. It was definitely a Monday. Hey, okay, awesome. Mondays are Mondays are not a bad day to have off. I have Mondays off every once in a while. So anyhow, um, well, as usual, and I've always started my live streams off this way, showing off a bottle opener, and this one is actually new. Check this guy out. My son knows me too well, but he picked up a um, he picked up a crescent wrench bottle opener, and let me tell you, this thing. I mean, this is cast iron. This is solid steel. So um, that's pretty cool. Like I said, he knows me really well. So I'll have to find a spot in the dad cave for that. So let's see here. Brainstorm, glad you're with me. I've actually got some. I got a. Well, I wouldn't say it's a challenge. I do know that you are. Um, Yeah, I know you're the Brainstorm Challenges channel, but what I got for you is something that I picked up in New York, and my wife gave it to me and said I should just go ahead and. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, I I've been busy lately, had a lot of stuff going on, and haven't had time to do really much of anything YouTube related. So um, I had to. I actually had to go in, had to go see my doctor. I got some things going on. They gave me this little take home cup. I had to. Is this too much? Is this too much to share on a stream? No. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so no, this is not a. I didn't get this from my doctor. I'm just joking. This I actually picked up while I was in New York, but check this out. It's actually a sour liquid candy, but it's in a urine container. I think that's so awesome. And I saw that and I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna have to get this and try it just for the sheer novelty of it. I mean, I just think that's awesome. And let's see if the God, the type is kind of small. But it says you're in for a treat. You're in. I know, right? This is just, but I couldn't pass this up. There was a candy store on Coney Island when we were there, and I saw these, and I said to myself, you know what? That is cool. I got to get one. So I got two of them. But it's sour liquid candy samples. I love how they put samples in quotation marks. And there's a bunch of other stuff here that I actually, oh, it actually has the nutrition facts. That's what I was trying to read. But then here's the cool part. So on the side here, it's got your, just like a regular specimen container would, it's got your name, date of birth, time, and date. And then, of course, you got the little tamper proof label right there to prove that it's sterile. So I thought this is pretty cool. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, this looks real. This looks legit. Um, I'm almost thinking that this would be funny to like take to work or something like that, and just like drink in front of your coworkers. Um, I actually work in the medical field, and so I'm sure there are some doctors, some nurses. There's some people I work with that would probably turn their heads and do a double take if I were to drink this at work. So um, I might just do that, but we'll see. So brainstorm. This is what I'm going to be sending your way. I figure maybe we can do this together live on stream. I know you're always down for challenges and things. At least this shouldn't be a gross challenge, not like the crickets. Did y'all catch the crickets last week? And I'm not talking about the crickets in the dead air. I'm talking about the crickets that my daughter thought it would be a good idea to have me eat live on stream. If you guys didn't catch that, go back and watch that one too. In fact, I got my son to do to eat a cricket as well, and needless to say, it did not go over too well. So you should guys definitely go check that out. It really was it really was pretty wild. Okay, so Natalie was here for the crickets. Yeah, the crickets. Oh my god, uh, I could understand eating something like that if that's all you had. If it was, if you had to eat crickets to survive, okay, sure. You know what? Cook them up, dry them out, season them up, a little salt, pepper, whatever you want. But just for the sheer fact of eating them, um, no, it was not fun. I think I even had a couple of legs still stuck in my teeth when I got done. Yes, hopefully, hopefully Brainstorm is not allergic and not diabetic. Um, so yeah, Brainstorm, I'll be getting this over to you. I promise it's going to be on its way very soon. Um, I'm hoping that I don't know. You guys, let me know. Have you ever shipped anything by the post office that actually has liquid? Because I know they ask you. They ask you is like, does this contain any explosive material or liquids or batteries or anything like that? Um, I've never. I don't know. Is this does this qualify as a liquid? I guess it does. I mean, that's cool. So, hey, RT, glad to have you here. Thanks for stopping in. I was showing off one of something else I'm gonna have to do is another challenge, although it's not a challenge. Pick these up in New York. They're on Coney Island, and they're sour candy urine treats or urine samples. That's pretty cool. Yes, I will definitely be sending that your way, and I'm curious. I wonder what it tastes like. Does it taste like lemon? Let's see. Natalie says You can mail it in a regular package and lie to them that it's not liquid. What are the what is the sentencing for lying to a postal worker? Is there a crime for that? Misdemeanor or felony? I can get a misdemeanor. I can't get felonies. If I get a felony, I lose. But okay, I don't know if I would admit to this. Oh wow, yes, absolutely, yuck. I'm really hoping that this tastes better than. I mean, it. I'm holding it up to the light here, and I don't know. I mean, it looks a little cloudy too. Yes, absolutely. We'll definitely have to make that work and do that live on stream. So, by the way, speaking of collaborations, just to let you guys know, my next video that is coming out is actually going to be part of a collaboration with other woodworking YouTubers that are out there. RT is one of them from Merryman Woodworking, and basically what it is that we're all putting together backyard wooden backyard games since the summer months are coming up, and that's going to be the idea of this. And there's going to be a lot of people that are participating in this and putting out videos of their own. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And I'll definitely be putting links to. I think we're going to do it as a playlist. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work yet, but I think each channel is going to probably create um, probably a playlist of all the creators that are participating in this challenge. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming out here in a couple of weeks. I think we're looking at the 13th, if I remember right. But definitely stick around for that, and I'll give you guys more details as it comes up. And the other thing I was going to let you guys know, if you're not already following me on Instagram, you may want to go over there, check that out. It's Dad Cave Creations, and I'll be participating. I'm going to try. I did this last year, and I made it about 7 days in, and then I couldn't do it anymore. But it's part of a May for Makers month in May, and every day in the month of May there is a theme for a either a picture or a reel or something to be posted on Instagram related to that theme. And that's hosted by the creator is called PL Smith, if I remember right. But I participated in that last year. It was a lot of fun, and it was definitely a challenge. So if you guys are looking for some more, maybe like behind the scenes type of content, and just more just general content, head on over to Instagram, give me a follow, and stick around for that. So, back to the idea of mailing this. Let's see. Um, RT says non-flammable liquids and non-hazardous liquids can be sent USPS if sealed inside a waterproof container. Okay, so I guess I'm Ziploc bag. Does that qualify? Although this one's already shrink wrapped, so I guess I guess it's okay. Um, and Cindy says yes. If it's cloudy, you need to drink a little bit more water. And yeah, it definitely does look a little cloudy. But, let's see. A recently proposed rule change states that mailers must mark the outer container of a mail piece containing liquid to indicate the nature of the contents and indicate orientation arrows. Okay, alrighty. That's from Google. God, love Google, right? So, um, yeah. So brainstorm. I got to figure out how to get that to you. I might just. I mean, it's already wrapped. It's already sealed. So I think I might just slap it in a box and be like, no, there's no liquids in there. But, but anyhow, yeah. So be looking out for that as well. And like I said, the next video is going to be part of a collaboration, so that'll be up soon. I'm working on editing and just filming the last ending of that video. So that'll be out soon. But, also, anybody that has any DIY projects you guys are working on, I don't care how simple they are. I don't care how complex they are. It doesn't matter if you got tools or not. If you guys want to share them with the channel and have them, on the live stream, definitely send them to me. I'd love to see what you guys are coming up with. And I mean, I don't care if it's Dollar Tree DIY. If you're going down to Home Depot buying stuff, building things, who cares? I just like to see what everybody else is doing and everybody else is coming up with. It also gives me ideas for more video content. Gives me an idea of some of the things you guys might actually be interested in versus me just making videos for myself. So if you have any ideas for that, then definitely send them my way and drop me a message. Let me know. Um, and like I said, definitely love to have them on the stream and share them. Give you guys a shout out. And if anybody's brave enough and willing to actually come on the stream and talk about those projects, then definitely let me know as well, because I would love to have you guys on the stream live to do that. We did that a few weeks back with Trent over at Fatherhood Confessions, and he sent me pictures of some of the projects that he did in his backyard, and they were actually pretty cool. So it just goes to show that, I mean, you don't have to have an insane amount of tools or some giant workshop to put together something nice, to put together something that, can be used or enjoyable. You just need to have some, just a little bit of time and have I guess a commitment to making something awesome. So, um, use brown, they'll never ask you. Got it. I think I'll put it in like a small box. So, but yeah, that's that is pretty cool. Urine in a cup. Yeah, I love what it says. It says urine for a treat. That cracks me up. That's awesome. That's awesome, Natalie. Um, I've gotten a lot of I got a lot of comments from people over the years like, "Aren't you going to read the instructions?" Like, no, I can put this together, and I would say about 95% of the time I can. There's been a couple times where I went and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll look at the directions, but um, that's awesome. Very cool. I think I don't know. I think some of us have just an innate ability to look at something and just know how it goes together. I've always had that. That stuff like that always makes sense to me. So I guess that explains why I like doing what I do so much. So all right, yeah, yeah. RT's keeping me up to date on this. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, for the backyard game video collaboration, that's the one I was telling you guys about. We're going to be having a live stream with all of the creators that are participating. Um, yeah, absolutely. I would definitely love to have you on the stream as well, RT. We will make that work. We will figure that out. Um, and certainly once I know we were talking, I saw in the message you were talking about a live stream date for that with all the creators. So once that gets ironed out and we have a date for that, I'll put that up on my community tab so you guys know about it. And love to have all of you guys come join the stream and check out some of the other awesome creators that are out there. So let's see. Cindy says, my husband tried to make me a ramp for Jazz today. I'm guessing Jazz is probably a dog. I know it wasn't right, so I had him go down with my Jazzy before I do well. He almost went head first, needless to say. There was no more ramp. Okay. um, I think we need some clarification on that one. Is that is Jazz a dog, Jazzy? And are we talking about like a dog ramp? I'm curious to know what that is, or did I miss something? Oh, okay. Wow, I open mouth, insert foot. Got it. Okay, understood. Okay, very cool. Um, that could be pretty dangerous. Yeah. Um, yeah, that would definitely be a challenge. Trying to do that. Not only making it so it's not too steep going down, but then also making it so it's not too steep going up. I guess in my mind, I was envisioning. I've seen those like they're like ramps for dogs to get up on the beds. So you had him try it first. I love that. Oh, how did it go? I'm hoping that he made it through safe. Um, maybe just a couple of bumps and bruises. Did you did you happen to film it or live stream it just in case? Maybe it's worthy of America's Funniest Home Videos or something. That's all. At what point during the build process did you say to him, "I think that's a little steep," and he said, "It'll be fine," and kept on going? I'm curious to know. Hey, Tom, glad you can make it. Thanks for tuning in, man. How's that garage coming? Looking forward to seeing some pictures on that. Well, Cindy, I hope your husband made it through it okay, and I'm hoping that he won't have PTSD for building anything in the future. Alrighty. Oh, very cool. So Tom is redoing his garage and putting up sheetrock tomorrow. That's awesome. That's cool. As long as he made it through safe and you can laugh about it, that's awesome. Um, Brainstorm bringing this one back. We're talking about the DIY rating for the projects that I make. Just to clarify, is that two beer job? Is that for the one that Tom is doing, or is that for the ramp that the Cindy's husband has to make? Which of those projects is the two beer project? That's by the way, in case you missed that, we talked. It was a couple streams back. Okay, so the ramp. So the ramp is a two beer project. That's what Brainstorm says. Cindy, out of curiosity, did your husband toss back a couple of beers after the ramp? Um, we talked a couple weeks back about developing a rating system on the difficulty of the projects that I'm doing. So, like, if it's a real simple, like 1 day DIY project, it'd be like a one beer project. So you make it and you do one beer. That's the easiest project. But then, like, if it's a more difficult project, it would be six beers. So, like, and I thought that would be kind of funny to do a rating system based on the number of beers. And the number of beers equivalates to how many beers it would take for you to sit there and satisfyingly look at your work after it was done. So that's where that came from. Okay, so the no beers, that's cool. Um, Brainstorm says root beer. That's a good alternative. I love root beer. Um, and according to Brainstorm, sheetrock is definitely a six pack job. I will have to agree with that there, Brainstorm. I think it's that's a six drink, six drink of your choice, but definitely a six pack of something for getting that done. You know what? Yeah, the sheetrock alone might be six, but the amount of work that he's putting into that garage, just with the demo alone, I agree. At least that's at least a 12 pack of whatever beverage you prefer. Um, Ginger ale, root beer, beer, whatever. Definitely, that's that's a lot of work. So um, he's going to be getting me. I know he's going to get me pictures on that so that we can see the progression, and I'll share them out here on the stream as well. So, Tom, the garage, is that actually going to function as a garage? Are you putting cars in it, or is this the start of the future old guy in Colorado cooking stage setup? Is the missus going to let you get away with something like that, or is it strictly just for cars? By the way, this is only water, so it's only Monday. Don't know if Tom's still with us or not. So, all right, I'll give him a minute here. I was just curious. Okay, so the ramp wasn't a total loss. That's cool. I I know I always wanted a ramp when I was a kid. I saw, there was that one friend in the neighborhood that had a ramp, and we all loved it. And it didn't matter if it didn't matter if it was flush with the ground. The plywood's there. We would hit the ramp with skateboards, skates, bicycles, whatever. But there was always that one kid in our neighborhood that had a ramp. I never had one. I always wanted one, but never got it. So, but that's cool that he's using it. Not a complete loss, right? All right. Tom says a small portion of his garage is going to be used for a workshop, and the rest will leave open for my car if I feel it. Oh, awesome. Well, definitely, we need to definitely get you on stream and start talking about that. Once you get the sheetrock up and stuff like that. So we'll have to talk, and we'll get that straightened out, get it figured out if you're willing to. So I don't know if anybody likes doing sheetrock. I I, I don't. Um, I helped a couple people do sheetrock, and it's not fun. And I don't know how those guys do it. Um, and not only that, but it's just amazing how precise they are and how quick they are. Okay, so it only takes about 3 minutes for you to see what I type. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I have the slow chat feed set up, so I'm gonna have to probably speed that up. This is true. The Duke boys could always find a handy ramp to jump the General Lee. Agreed. Yeah, my ramp was the sidewalk, the driveway going into somebody's house. That little curvature of the sidewalk right there. That was my ramp. That was the best that I got. So yeah, God, I remember watching that. Anybody else remember watching the Dukes of Hazard? That the Dodge Charger that they were driving. Love Dodge Chargers. You know, I've I've always loved the smell of Home Depot, and I always like to go in through the side where all the lumber's at. I've just loved that smell since I was a kid. Um, yeah, and that just doesn't go away. That's for sure. We're gonna turn this into a karaoke night. I remember Boss Hog. Um, what was the deputy sheriff Roscoe, right? Yeah, I think he was my favorite. That was probably my favorite favorite character. And all I kept thinking about every time I was watching it was, Jesus, for a small town sheriff's department, that they sure got a lot of budget to be able to go and like run those cars off road, crash them, and do all that stuff. So that was always fascinating to me. But that was the analytical side of myself. So Roscoe P. Coltrane, yes, that is right. Wow, that one came out from the that one came out from the archives, and yes, they did. They had a new patrol car every week. I think that sheriff probably would have been fired after all that. All right, well, um, I don't have any new projects going on at the moment. I am working on a couple of little things for the house. My wife's birthday is coming up next month, and I'm working on getting a couple of things taken care of around the house. Trying to mark off a couple of things from that ever growing to do list that I have. Um, just trying to get things cleaned up and ready for when we have her party. So I'll probably not be putting out any new videos over the next week or two, and I'll probably be working on just very small things. But like I said, if you guys want to check me out over on Instagram, Dad Cave Creations, I'm going to be participating in the Made for Makers event, and the plan and the goal is to post something related to the topic for every day of the month of May. Um, it's going to be a challenge, but I'm going to be trying to do that. And yes, I have not forgotten about the cribbage board idea, Tom. Um, I've got quite a bit on my plate at the moment. I've also got the collaboration video that I got to put together with Josh over at the DIY Man channel, and that's the so if you guys remember, this was the homemade pocket hole jig that he sent me, and this is the next video. Going to make this better, and we had the live stream where we talked about this, came up with a lot of cool ideas, and we basically landed on two things. And one was making this clear with epoxy so that you can actually see the drilling action, but then also making this the Swiss Army pocket knife of pocket hole jigs. And it's going to have as much stuff as I can fit into it, but a bottle opener for sure. So that's one of the other ones that I'm going to be working on. That's the next big video that I've got to get out. So that'll be working on too. But um, Flash, that was the name of the dog? I don't remember that. I'm glad you pulled that one out because I could not remember that. So, all right, Cindy, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Have a good night, and hope everything works out for you. And hope everything works out for your husband on that ramp. So yeah. So like I said, I've got quite a few things going on. I'm gonna try and post every day for the month of May on Instagram. So if you guys want to check that out, support me, I'd appreciate it. Definitely give me as much encouragement as you can, and I'm hoping to post the whole month and not slack off like I did last year. Um, God, it's going to be a beast, but I'm up for a challenge. So yes, the Swiss Army pocket hole jig. Yeah, that's the next one. That's what I'm working on next. That's going to be fun. Um, Looking forward to that. Yeah, see, I don't remember the dog from the Dukes of Hazzard being called Flash. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch an episode now, just because I can't remember. Um, and then the uncle was what Uncle Jesse, I think it was it. Is that right? I know it was. I think it was Uncle Jesse, or am I thinking Full House? Y'all help me out on that one. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. Was it Jesse? Okay, I got to wait 3 minutes for the comments to come through. I'm gonna have to speed up the comments on YouTube so that this way it doesn't take so long in between. Um, and then of course, I mean, everybody could say that they watched it for the car, or for other people, but young kids, I'm sure we know why they watched it. Obviously, Daisy Duke. Okay, so yes, it was. Okay, so Uncle Jesse was on both. Okay, got it. Um, yeah, Natalie Dukes of Hazard is this is going back. Um, God, I watched it in the '80s. I don't remember if it was actually if those were new episodes or if it was just in syndication at that point. But um, I watched that, and my other one that I watched, and this was my go-to. This was my all-time favorite. Was the A Team. That that was a show. Anybody else remember the A Team? I know I just aged myself right there. That's okay. There were some good shows in the '90s too. Um, let's see, Saved by the Bell. I remember watching that. Um, yeah, A Team. Loved that show. And definitely Mr. T was he was my favorite. But then again, so was Murdoch. Oh, okay. MacGyver. MacGyver was a good one too. I liked MacGyver. That was a fun one to watch. I mean, he's stuck in a room somewhere. He's been captured, and he has to, get out. And all he has is just a paper clip, and somehow he uses that to pick the lock, build an airplane, and get out. I mean, just the stuff that he did was just absolutely crazy. I can only imagine what MacGyver would do with everything that I have here inside the dad cave. That actually might be a good idea for a video. MacGyver DIY. Maybe even a playlist. Ah, Knight Rider. You know what? I think they just put it on Netflix. I think I've been seeing it on Netflix, and I've been sitting there a couple nights thinking to myself, you know what? I'm going to go and I think I'm going to watch Knight Rider just because I can never remember it from the beginning. And but I always remember watching it, but I never saw like the very first episode. So I might have to, I might have to go back and start watching Knight Rider. And then, you know what? Along with Knight Rider, there was also Airwolf. Who remembers that? And if you don't even remember all the characters or the episodes or the villains, anything like that, you've got to remember the soundtrack. I mean, that opening soundtrack for Airwolf, that was just, excuse me for saying, that was badass. I mean, that's like right up there with the A Team. Um, yeah, Airwolf. Okay, Brainstorm remembers. Yes. Okay. See, now the names are coming back to me. It has been a while. That was a classic one. Yeah, I love that. Oh god, what were some other let's see, Natalie was a 90s baby. What were some other things in the 90s? Um I guess you had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Airwolf was 80s. That was back in the day. Um and then of course along the same lines of 80s you also had Transformers, Tom and Jerry, but you had the OG original animated ones. Um, Natalie, help me out. What were some? Now we're just talking '90s stuff and TV series from the '90s that we all used to watch. Every time I pull the emergency brake, I pretend that I am about to fire a missile, and the Airwolf theme goes through my head. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, okay. Full House. I watched Full House. I think everybody watched Full House. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That was, yeah. I remember watching that one too. Um, that was a cool one. Um, by the way, I love just these back and forth conversations like this. No real agenda. This is totally fine for me. Love this. So um, yeah, absolutely. Fresh Prince was awesome. Love that one. Oh geez. And like RT just took this way back. We were in the 90s. We just went way back. Um, or when was the Fall Guy? The Fall Guy, I remember that was like late 80s, if I remember right. I remember watching it all the time. Um, didn't they have he had a Ford Bronco, if I remember right. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody that knows. Um, but it wasn't the Bronco 2. It was the full Ford Bronco. Am I re- am I getting that right? I think it was. Oh yeah, can't forget Home Improvement. Love that one too. That was definitely that was a good one. Okay, yeah, right? The Fall Guys. I mean, wow. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it was mid 80s. Um but yeah, that one goes way back. That's a total blast from the past. I remember that one. Um oh, okay, you know what? Talking about 90s. Matter of fact, I think the guy that played one of the main characters in The Fall Guy. I'm really trying to go back to my childhood here. I think he also had a 90s TV show called Major Dad. Am I right? Guys, help me out. Um, Major Dad, the dad was a major in the Marine Corps, but that was the same guy that was in the Fall Guy, if I remember right. I'm gonna have to start googling all these things. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes to catch the comments coming through. Like I said, I got to speed those comments up on YouTube so that they go through faster. Okay, and now they're coming through. Okay, yeah. So the Wonder Years, yeah, I remember that one. Oh yeah, and of course, Family Matters. Steve Urkel, absolutely. Okay, okay, that's what I was thinking. So the guy from Major Dad was on Simon and Simon. Yes. Okay. Wow. Simon and Simon. Jesus Christ. Um, I don't know if my dad was watching. I'm sure he could probably tell me all these things because him and I watched all those things growing up. Um, see, Lee Majors, the unknown stuntman that made Eastwood look like a star. He was $1 million man. Okay, I never watched the $1 Million Man. That was something I didn't get into. Oh! What about the original um, Incredible Hulk, the TV series? Yeah, the one that actually had Lou Ferrigno. I mean, the actual bodybuilder in there. That was good. I remember watching that. Um, okay, so the Fall Guy, yeah, he had a truck. I don't. Oh, see, that's gonna bug me now. Let's see. Let's see. Believe it or not, when you actually go to Google the Fall Guy truck, it comes up on Google. Okay, so no, it wasn't a Bronco. God, how could I possibly confuse that with a Bronco? Uh, it was a GMC Sierra, an '84, or I'm sorry, no, it was an '84 Chevy pickup. That's what it was. '84 Chevy pickup. So, oh, okay, $6 million man. Yeah, I never watched that, but so yeah, the Fall Guy was the check it out. Well, since we're going blast to the past here, um, check it out. There it is. That's the truck right there. I mean, that's just an awesome truck. That is a thing of beauty. Check that out. Yep, absolutely love that. Love that truck. Seinfeld. My favorite Seinfeld episode, hands down, was the soup Nazi. One of the only few ones that I actually watched. All right, Natalie, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. And enjoy your day at work tomorrow. Okay. Quantum Leap. I watched Quantum Leap, never really got into it. He Man was one that I didn't really get into either. I watched a few episodes and it was okay. Um, Family Ties. Oh, that was with Michael J. Fox. Yeah. Yeah, I watched a few episodes of that too. So, wow. Really cool going back and revisiting all those shows and all those memories. Um, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch Knight Rider so I can catch that very first episode. I'm gonna have to do that now. That and Airwolf just for the theme song. So the Christmas card episode with Elaine. I never watched that on. I don't recall watching that on Seinfeld. Like I said, I only watched a handful of episodes, and that was just because I forget who was watching. Somebody was watching, and I watched it with them. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and thanks for all the memories. Wow, we we covered a whole lot from back in the day, back in the '80s. That's awesome. And definitely have to go back and check some of those out. So just remember, May for Makers Month is going to be on Instagram, and you can tune into my Instagram page, Dad Cave Creations, for more details about that. And like I said, as I have more information coming out about this collaboration that I'm doing with the other woodworking YouTubers on the backyard games, I will definitely get that out there to you guys and get all that information out onto the community tab. So love to have you come in and show some support, not only for me, but also for the other people that are working on this, because I know that they've been putting in a lot of effort too. So, um, and like I said, if there's anybody out there that has any DIY projects or pictures of anything that they're working on and wants to share them, come on stream, then drop me a message, let me know. And Tom, we will definitely talk and get that set up to get some pictures going of the remodel you're doing in your garage. And RT, definitely, I'd love to have you come on the stream as well. So I'll have to send you a message and we'll try to figure that out and get that set up. Definitely love to do that at the same time. So you guys have a great week and enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. And I will see you guys live here Monday next week. And yeah, I got to get to work. I got a ton of stuff to do. So once again, thanks again for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.